Saturday.
Welcome back to the news desk in New York. And of course, this week began on Thursday night with the Eagles downing the Buffalo Bills by a score of 20-14. But the storyline there is Wilbert Montgomery. You saw him limping around as the clock wound down in that game, pulled hamstring. Irv Cross, you were with him. What's the status of Montgomery with the Eagles now?
I saw him Friday night, Brent, and Wilbert will probably be out 3 to 4 weeks. He's never had a hamstring pull today, not even ran track in college. So 3 or 4 weeks on the shelf.
And, of course, in a couple of weeks, they play the Atlanta Falcons in what now shapes up as one of the games of the year. All right, right now, the Minnesota Vikings lead the Detroit Lions at the half, 17-14. Yes, Billy Sims has scored again, not once but twice for Monty Clark. And now the Lions are starting to emerge as perhaps the strongest team of all, even though they trail at the half. Watch Tommy Kramer here go to Terry LeCount. This is a 45-yard gain for the Vikes. The Vikes did not reveal their quarterback until the game began. Teddy Brown powering in for the touchdown. Their running game has been non-existent coming into this afternoon's action. Now watch Tommy Hannon here strip the ball from Leonard Thompson on this pass reception, and Hannon is going to return it all the way down to the Lions' 5-yard line before he is stopped. Then it was Kramer again. He's going to go to Joe Sensor. Sensor dropped a couple of big passes against the Raiders. This time he holds on, 14-0 Vikes, and then the Lions suddenly got it in high gear. From the eye, here came Sims. Touchdown number 1, 14-7. Now watch him power in. He gets a block on the left side. He'll go up over the top, and then Dan Meyer came back with a field goal, so now it is 17-14 at the half in that game. Cleveland leading Cincinnati 13-0, and of course next week the big doubleheader game, showdown of powers in the AFC and the NFC. You'll see the Atlanta Falcons against those Cleveland Browns. The New York Jets are trailing Pittsburgh 17-3 is the count there, so the Jets are again having a horrible time of it this afternoon in Pittsburgh. St. Louis 26, Washington 17. Jim Hart is back at quarterback for the Cardinals today. He, of course, was knocked out in the first week of the season. The rookie Neil Lomax did it. Little flea flicker opened it up, and Theismann goes to Ricky Thompson for the touchdown, and the Skins led it 10-3. Now here he comes. Hart, long bomb to Roy Green. Who's Roy Green? A safety. They needed a wide receiver. He looks pretty good, doesn't he? He got it in there for him. Now here we come. Watch here as this Mitchell, I believe his name is Stump Mitchell, a 50-yard punt return for a touchdown, and St. Louis led it 19-10. Theismann here looking for Art Monk, last year's number 1, down the sideline. Shakes off a tackle, 79 yards in the score, 19-17. Cardinals over the Skins. And back comes Hart again. 27-yard TD pass. Irv, who is Greg LaFleur?
Greg LaFleur was drafted as a tight end by the Philadelphia Eagles. He was cut, picked up by the Cardinals, and so he just scored that touchdown.
Got a touchdown, 26-17 Cardinals. Now Miami, battle of the field goals here. They lead Houston, 9-7 is the count in that game. And Atlanta 24, San Francisco 10, and folks, the Falcons are for real. They are simply one of the best teams in all of football right now. They have put it together early. Let's show you what I mean. Steve Bartkowski on the first drive for the Falcons. He wants Alfred Jackson. He's got him. Can't pass it any prettier than that. 29 yards in the score. Now watch this run by Lynn Kane on a simple little swing pass. The Niners had all kinds of shots at him. He's going to bust through 2 of them right there. Knock one of them down and keep on going. And Atlanta built up a 17-0 lead. Joe Montana having a good year for the 49ers. Here he is going to Charlie Young, formerly of the Rams, with 17-7. But back he came, Bartkowski. Irv, he's got one receiver after the other. This is Jenkins. He's got Francis, Jackson, Jenkins. He hits them all on that team, doesn't he?
Well, he likes to spread his pass routes around, and they're all great receivers.
All right. Now, San Diego has just tied its game against Kansas City, so they are even at 7 in that game. And Tampa Bay leading Chicago in Soldier Field right now by a score of 7-0. And it was the Buccaneer defense that got the job done for John McKay. Enormous pressure on Vince Evans off the blitz, deflected by Williams. And Mike Washington has got it, and he runs it back in for the touchdown that has put the Buccaneers over the Bears right now by 7. And the NFL Today will continue on CBS after these messages from your local stations.